All right, so let's play a game with the actual Instagrams. We'll start with her over here.
Oh shit! Why do you have to be the test like the first one up?
Because they're next to Fresh.
Do you feel like
Stupid.
What is gonna be next? The girl Chelsea next to you?
I'll go first if you're scared. I'll go first.
No, it's fine. You go in order.
Okay.
Well, I gotta be first.
All right. Yeah, I got it. We got it? Awesome. All right, so you know what? I'll let Rolo and Sartine do the judging after as well. So this is Brianna's Instagram. Let's see what she's about. Okay, cars.
What, cars?
Wait.
There it is.
Yeah.
You have a Corvette?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I do.
I've seen you.
Wait, hold on, don't say the location.
No,
Oh, look, this is your building.
Stop!
Oh shit!
No.
I've seen you before.
It's in Broward.
I've seen you. I've been.
Yeah, I do a lot of drifting videos.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. I was saying on the road. That's funny. I was like, who's this girl driving a Corvette? It was her.
God damn.
There you go.
Like American muscle.
Okay, so wifey or not? And then let's see it one more time. Chris?
Corvette, hell yeah.
I also had a GTR
Huh?
and I had a Mark V Supra, all built.
Nice.
Now I have the
money
C7.
right there. Jeez.
Oh no! Funny fact, I actually had these cars before I started OF. I just started OF
You're
3
selling,
months ago.
selling crack cocaine before this? Like, what's going on?
I actually.
Up in Liberty City, like
Okay,
moving
question.
weight?
How much you pay for the Corvette?
How much did I pay for the Corvette?
Yeah.
I think I got scammed. I paid like 65 for it. I don't think it's 65 for it.
What year?
Okay, question.
What year?
Did you go? Sorry, yeah. What year?
It's a 2015 with a
Okay,
Z51.
65. Yeah, you
sport
yeah, you got
package.
scammed.
Also, when you went, did you go by yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went by myself.
That's why. Ladies, fun fact: if you go to a dealership by yourself as a girl, they're gonna fuck you up because you don't know what's happening. They're like, "Oh, you want a car?" They're gonna be like, "Gotcha, bitch!" And you're gonna get finessed.
Well,
So
I know that already. I just wanted the car. I don't care.
I know, but go with a guy, either uncle, brother, something, because they'll be taking more
I
seriously
ain't
at that
got
point.
no uncle or no brother.
Oh, we can tell, nigga. All right, so wifey or not?
I mean, I'm just going to say, someone is absolutely going to want to marry you. I just think that a lot of higher status men might think it is a red flag.
What, that I'm into cars?
No, it's not that you're into cars, that you're that public on social media.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, don't be sorry. Like, here's the thing, right? Okay, here's the problem. The problem isn't really Bonnie Blue or Lily Phillips. The problem is 1,000 men stood in line to fuck Bonnie Blue. That's the That means the desperation of men. So when we ask wifey material, I mean, not for me, no offense, but all of you, there were men who will marry you.
Yeah.
All of them. And they're just men you probably won't be attracted to. Does that make sense?
I like
Remember
the
what I said before about the invisible men? Those invisible men would marry you in 2 seconds because they're invisible, for sure. And that's the thing. But the question is, are you going to be attracted to them? Because remember, that guy that you're attracted to, he has options.
I don't know. I'm kind of into the mid guys.
The mid guys.
I'm into mid guys too.
I don't like the cute guys.
I don't go for the captain of the football team.
Yeah,
I go for
Let's go.
who's
Wait,
my-
wait.
So
Okay.
Right here.
Okay, why are you single?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
The guy I was talking to cheated on me with 2 fat bitches.
Wait, was he mid?
Damn, what's wrong with fat bitches?
Oh, you're not fat.
I mean, shit.
Oh shit!
We just want to know for the fact.
I'm calling him out.
What's wrong with fat bitches?
Okay, so you're into mid guys, right?
I apologize. I am so sorry.
That is definitely
Is
cap.
she wifey or not? From her Instagram.
From the Instagram?
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
hard-
what? Why? I'm not wifey from right across the table?
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm judging.
judging your
I'm judging.
footprint.
If I
okay.
never knew you before, if
Oh.
I just saw you
Yeah,
on Instagram, I
continue.
met you in the club and you follow me on Instagram.
I followed you on Instagram.
I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. See, the thing is when it comes to like social media right now, I happen to know, and you as well as you do that. It's all curated, right?
Yeah.
So everything is like everything's shopped, everything's AI'd, everything's in Face app, it's in Body app, it's in all this other shit too. So you're trying to curate a certain image. Are you cool enough to hang out with, right? So wifey material, probably not, but like anything else, sure. But then again, it's like. What gets me is like for the guys who are going to be in the chat right here, they're going to be like, "Oh, she's not wifey material. She's recreational use only." Blah blah blah. The thing is like you guys are like so anti-marriage in the first place. Why the fuck would it make any difference? You know?
I get what you're saying.
You know, and so like when people are like, if people say, "Oh, red flags," it's like, well, red flags are green flags if you're not looking to get married, right?
Yeah.
So. Wifey material, no, but you know, not somebody that I would not want to get to know at least. But the thing is, and I was going to point this out, and I know you're single, and I know, well, you're technically single too.
I'm always
but,
single.
the thing is like when you're doing OnlyFans and you're making a lot of money at, I don't know how much, well, you got enough to get a fucking Corvette for $65,000. So
I had
know you
these
got
cars
something.
before I had OF.
But you had, okay, even worse. The point I'm making is like the guys who are, like he was saying, the guys you're going to be attracted to are going to be they're not going to be able to buy you a $65,000 vehicle, right? They're not going to be able to buy, how much was that thing? $4,000 for that thing? Or 400 bucks like that? Like,
apparently.
Okay, well, maybe
He would have dated me though.
I'm sure he probably would have.
absolutely. So
They've got to be crypto millionaires.
This is the part
to
that
date
this is the
you.
part that pisses a lot of the guys off.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that these girls are going to get the man of their dreams, but the idea that no man is going to want them, you are out of your mind.
Yeah.
Dudes are so fucking desperate.
Thirsty.
I live in a city full of OF. So do you. I mean, full of these girls on OF, and the desperation that these men have. Yes, someone will marry Lily Phillips. Yes, he's probably a closet and a cuck, but someone will marry her, and that's the thing we have to
Have
understand.
you seen the guy who is like engaged to Annie Knight now?
No, I think I did see
God.
something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's a shtick, but
seen?
it is like holy shit. But you know what I was going to say is like for the most part, have you ever seen the movie Pretty Woman with
Yes.
Richard Gere and what's her name?
Julia
Yeah,
Roberts.
Julia Roberts in there. It's to me right now, like young women who are OnlyFans models, they're playing the Julia Roberts role right now, and the only person who could lift them out of the lifestyle is a guy who's like this multi-million-dollar, industrialist who can afford, expensive jewelry and everything like that. And he's just attractive enough that she would consider, having some sort of life, like a regular, normal life with the guy. But the problem is, I don't know how much money you make or what your ranking is on OnlyFans, but a lot of women think that they're going to meet the guy of their dreams. He's going to be like Richard Gere, and he's going to pull them out of the lifestyle. And
Yeah.
it's like, you're never going to do porn anymore. You're not going to do OnlyFans anymore because you don't need to, because you married this, multi-million-dollar rich industrialist guy. And, it's like your retirement, your retirement plan is finding a suitcase full of money on the side of the road somewhere.
Yeah.
And it just shows a lack of foresight when it comes down to it. That's why. So when it's kind of a moot point to be asking, well, is she wifey material? Unless I can be the guy that can afford a $65,000 vehicle and lift her out of that lifestyle. She's not going to quit OnlyFans for me. She's not going to quit porn for me unless I am like so incredibly paid that she'll go, well, you know what? I don't have to worry about it
That is
anymore.
another option.
That's just,
She could share a
why
man.
why would she? And I don't blame, like, this is just logistics. This is just being pragmatic. Why would women who are making that kind of money on OnlyFans and selling their ass and doing whatever the limited or the maximal thing that you're doing is, why would those, even, what do you do? Property management. I don't know how much you make at that, but it's probably a good chunk of change, and probably more than most of the guys that you would consider being a husband, right? Or having somebody as to go off and have babies with and to have like a normal lifestyle with. And honestly, I think that's probably one of the reasons why you're having I'd rather stay at home. Why? Because it makes better sense to sit here and make money and provide for myself and do all of these things, whether it's through OnlyFans or as a property manager, than it would be to deal with a broke ass motherfucker.
Facts. I mean, what did you get into it for? For the money. And shouldn't you be dating within your own bracket? So why would I?
But see, that's the thing is, like, I think, and I brought this up on our show a few times, whenever I'm talking to women and they're like, I want a guy who's like emotionally available and I want him to be a sweet guy and I want to fall in love with him, and it's this very emotional thing, but he also has to be on Forbes, 500 list, and he's got to make a shit ton of money so that we can both make money together and build an economic empire together. And really what they're talking about is two different dudes. They're talking about the guy who's like, emotionally available, that she can fall in love with and she can have like crazy good sex with, but then she's also has to have the guy that is so paid that he's like Richard Gere in Pretty Woman. Like, he has to be able to lift her out of her, to not worry about money that she doesn't have to worry about anyways, because she's already making a
Would
shit
you
ton of money.
share a really rich man?
I'm very clingy.
Yeah, so you'd have a hard time sharing a really rich man. Because if you said that, then maybe I could see that then you might get the guy that you're attracted to if you're willing to share him. Because that's essentially what.
I can't share.
I mean, she claims on those dicks.
Huh?
What? What did I claim?
On dicks.
On what did he say?
He said,
Hey, do you
On penis.
trust me, I don't know what he's saying either.
do you film with dudes on your OF?
The guy I was talking to.
Okay.
Only one. Oh shit!
So that's obviously like a pretty significant thing, right? You know, someone's trying to date you, and you have videos of you. You're actively selling videos of you having sex with someone else.
I just started it, so yeah, I have one tape up with one dude that I was talking to. So
okay.
yeah, but I haven't went around. Like, I'm not just going with dudes doing that.
You know what's crazy about your profile for Instagram? So I'm in a car roller, right? We do car events, car meets, and a girl has a car like that. We consider her like a pass around. No. It's because in the car world, it's like, okay, who's been with her? And it's like 4 guys, 5 guys. Like, okay, who's next? Pretty much. So when they see your car, it's like, oh, she's a car girl for the streets, automatically.
Yeah, they do say
Take
that.
me
They
photos.
do
Yeah.
say car girls are for the streets.
Yeah, and bike girls too.
Yo,
But,
Fresh, who's taking her photos though?
hey, who's taking your photos?
She's taking your photos.
She don't know you.
Yeah, what you mean, man? I take her pictures, man.
Nah, so it's
No,
a
I mean,
guy.
on
It's a
IG.
guy.
I do.
I
I
have
take
a
her pictures.
cameraman.
I'm sure he does other stuff too.
Me too, sometimes.
Okay, let's bring her Instagram real quick. But I get your point, Rolo.
Well, I mean,
And-
think about it this way: like how much, like for a guy. And I don't know how much money you make, okay, but let's just say, for sake of argument, for a guy to make the kind of money that an average, earning, OnlyFans girls make, like, what does a guy have to do to earn the same amount of money, right?
Yeah.
To be at least on an equitable level, right? And you think about, like, all she has to do is take off her clothes and show her asshole on OnlyFans, right? What does a guy have to do to earn the same kind of money that will get him a $65,000, Corvette, right? What does he have to do? He's got to have a podcast. He's got to have a book. He's got to have this. Like, what is it that guy has to do to grind that hard to even just catch up to? All she has to do is just show up and take her.
I have a question, ladies. Yeah. So there's societies where women make almost as much as men. Scandinavian countries, like under 30, women are actually making more money than men. In those countries where women make more money than men, and hypothetical in any industry where women make more money than men, do the women then say, well, I have a lot of money, so I'm okay with dating a man who makes less money than me? What do you think?
Well, I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
Within my career field, and I have other streams of income, I tend to actually make more than most of the men that I've dated.
Okay.
I've never had an issue with it because a man could. First of all, I just want to start off by saying this. I don't think the amount of money a person makes matters if the person is not financially literate. I have met men that made $100,000 a year and live paycheck to paycheck because they wanted to live like millionaires. So if a man is financially savvy and, depending where we live, I've been used to kind of dealing with men that made less than me, but they still took care of everything.
So the reason why I bring this up is because there was this narrative that goes along with the patriarchy narrative that the reason why women clung to men who made more money was because of a patriarchy, because for years women were just dependent on those men. And so when the experiment is run in places where women make more money than men, what should happen is women should be totally fine with men who make less than them. And the fucking opposite is true. In those countries, women still want men who make even more money than them, even when they made a ton of money. So the idea that women want men who make more money isn't cultural. It's not a patriarchy. It's fucking genetics. And that's people have a hard time dealing with that they're looking for men that are like that. So going back to what he said, what do I have to do to make enough money to have a $65,000 Corvette? No, I got to have 1.6 times as much money as her in order for the average woman to find that man attractive. And so that number of men that you can choose from becomes smaller and smaller. And like I said before, there's plenty of guys who will marry you. You guys just think they're invisible.
And just to address the chat here real quick, yes, I am fully fucking aware that, like, the average OnlyFans girl makes $120 a month, okay, because you're lazy asses. But the potential is there to make that kind of money. So it's like if you're good looking enough and you're persistent enough and you develop a following, and I realize it's also about tips and the subscriptions and everything else like that too, but the potential is there. The potential is that for a woman to earn that kind of, let's say, what does it take for a woman to earn $1 million a year, and what does it take for a guy to earn $1 million a year? If a woman wants to, She could start an OnlyFans. She can bust her ass. She can do whatever, you know, her own kind of self-generated pornography. She can she can get up to there. And the level of effort that is necessary to do that for young women and the level of effort for men is like night and day. It's an order of magnitude greater.
Yeah.